guys, how are we all doing? I thought today we would do a little book haul because recently I have bought quite a few books and I thought I would share you with them today. I can't speak at all today. This is not going well. I think I need another cup of tea. But anyway, so I'm just going to get right in because that's what we're here for is a book haul. So my first one is My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. Now, I know very little about a lot of these books that I've bought. I've purely bought them because the internet told me to, or because I really like the covers. So if you are interested in any of these, I would look them up. But yeah, this is a really nice cover. It is a frantic, gory whodunit mystery with an ending both savage and shocking. I am quite looking forward to this. As far as I'm aware, I think this one's actually a little bit about like a girl who is kind of running through a horror movie. I could be totally wrong, but I think that's actually like the general premise of this book. It might be this one or something else, but I'm sure it's actually this one. But yeah, so I'm really excited to pick this one up. The next one is The Nature of Witches by Rachel Gibson. Griffin. So yeah, can we just appreciate how stunning this book is and wait for it. Look underneath. It's so pretty. It's actually a really beautiful looking book. This one says, the forces of nature and magic blend perfectly into this masterfully told story. So this is one I'm really excited about. I was going to keep it until October, but every time I finish a book and I want to start a new one, this always piques my interest. So I feel like this one will maybe be read in the next month or so because I'm just really excited to read it. The next one, I saw this one on Books and Lala's video. I'd actually seen it in Waterstones a couple of times, but thought I'm probably not going to get it because I didn't know anything about it and didn't really want it. But it is Reprieve by James Han Matson. This is the Waterstones edition and it has blood down the pages, which is really cool. So this one says, Reprieve takes horror as its subject while also using the genre as it means, delivering twists and fright and the kind of storytelling that keeps you turning pages. As far as I'm aware, this is based in an escape room and it's a lot of people that come together that have to basically escape the escape room, but they all have to figure out how they are all intertwined and know each other. This kind of gives me Saw vibes. So looking at this cover, I had no idea that this book was about what it is, so I would never have picked it up. So I hope you're like me and you think, oh, that sounds really good, and you pick it up because I'm really excited to read this one and it's quite big actually. How many pages is this one? Well, it maybe looks big because it's a hardback, but it's 406 pages, so that's not too bad. But in the inside, it's got all the different cells. So there's 6 cells apparently. So obviously they're going to have to try and escape 6 cells. So I'm very excited about this one. The next one, I bought this one purely for the fact that the cover of it was ace and this edition was great and the title just made me laugh. So this one is How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackie. This is the Waterstones edition as well, so it might look a bit different if you've got a different edition, but it does have the pink pages and the really nice pink inside, and it's just kind of, when it's naked it's not so great, but never mind. So this one says, they say you can't choose your family but you can kill them, and they're, like I say, I know nothing about this book, just the fact that it's really pretty, and yeah, I'm actually really excited to read this one too. It says on the back there's like a post-it note kind of design and it said, kill my family, make a claim on their fortune, get away with the above and adopt a dog. I think this is meant to be really funny, so I'm really looking forward to that one as well. This next one is a biggin and it is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. Here we go, me butchering words again. But this is a chunker. This one's 877 pages. It's it's really big, and I don't really know a lot about this one either. I've just heard that it was very sad, so I am looking forward to picking this one up. Whether I pick this one up anytime soon is a different story, because really big books terrify me, but maybe if I start reading it over a 2 or 3 month period, I might be finished it before 2022. But I am hoping to get around to this one soon. And on the back it just says, "Space holds countless secrets, she found the deadliest one." So I am very intrigued. So we will see how I get on. The next one is by Silvia Moreno Garcia, and she is the same person that wrote, I have forgotten what her other book was called. Mexican Gothic. Yeah, it was Mexican Gothic. And funny story, I didn't actually like Mexican Gothic, wasn't a fan, but I did see this in Waterstones, and it's a signed edition, and you know, I just had to get it. But I also really like the cover as well. So this one says, "Welcome to Mexico City, an oasis in a sea of vampires. Domingo, a lonely garbage collecting street kid, is just trying to survive its heavily policed streets when a jaded vampire on the run swoops into his life." It's got vampires in it. The cover's ace. I went for it purely for the fact that it was a really pretty cover, even though I didn't like Mexican Gothic. But I thought, I'm going to try this one. If I don't enjoy it, then I think that's maybe the end of me with this author. But how could I say no to this cover? I mean, come on. And it's a nice short read as well. It's very similar to Mexican Gothic, where it was quite small. So it's 254 pages long. So that's easily like 1 or 2 sittings. It's not that long at all. So I'm hoping to get to this one very soon as well, actually. Then the next one is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Now this is a chunky one too. So this one is over 800 pages. I'm not even going to look. It's over 800 pages. And this is an epic, majestic fantasy as far as I'm aware. It says, "Escapism at its finest. A world divided, a queendom without an heir, and an ancient enemy awakens." I have heard nothing but good things about this. This book is quite hyped as well, but not overly hyped. A lot of people are talking about it, but it's not sort of like quite book talk world yet. So I am hoping to get to this very, very shortly. And I'm very excited because everybody says it's great and the cover is wonderful. So I really must get to it. The next one is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. Now, I just finished The House in the Cerulean Sea not that long ago, maybe a couple of days ago, and I had bought this one in November of last year. It's the Waterstones edition as well. It's got the really nice edges, and it's also signed, but it's got really nice end papers, and it's signed. So that's cool. I don't really know much about this one. I only bought it purely because House on the Cerulean Sea was so overhyped, and I thought, you know, it might be really good. And I really like The House on the Cerulean Sea, so I'm hoping good things for this one. I've not really heard bad things about it. But this one says his death was their beginning. So I'm quite intrigued to see how this one goes. And it says, "From master storyteller TJ Klune comes a life and death love story. A man who lives to help the dead meets a man who died, then learned how to live." It's just very fascinating, very intriguing. Everything about this wants me to read it now. So I might actually read this in January. I will see how the rest of my reading plans go, but I am very, very excited for this one. The next one is Lower Olympus by Rachel Smith, or Smythe. And this is volume 1, and look how pretty this book is. It's so pretty. It is a webcomic that was online and has basically been published into one of the most beautifully made books ever known to man. And yeah, I have not read this yet. I am very, very excited. I think I'm going to read this in January. I have volume 2 pre-ordered for, I believe that comes out in July. I'm really excited. I haven't read the webcomic either. I think this is being hyped up a little bit just now too, but I think for all the right reasons. So I'm very excited to get to this one. The pile over here is getting really big. I hope they don't all fall over. I've only got 3 left for just now, and then there'll be another part to this because there was just so many that I got recently. The next one is Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. Everybody is screaming about this book just now. It's more so the audiobook because he narrates it himself and everybody says it's amazing. I suck at audiobooks. I get really distracted. I don't pay any attention. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick up the book. Everybody says it's really funny. So I'm very, very, very excited to get to this. I'm not sure when I'll get to it. It's kind of not at the top of my pile just now, but it is on my agenda for this year, definitely, because I am just really excited to see what everybody's talking about. It's really sad that I can't get into audiobooks because I feel like I'm missing out on a whole world, but it is what it is, unfortunately. So yeah, I am excited to read it though. Then the next one is Manning Tree Witches by A.K. Blakemore. This is a beautiful cover. Very exciting. This one says, fear and destruction take root in a community of women when the Witchfinder generally comes to town in this dark and thrilling debut. This one is about witches. I love things about witches. Very excited to get to this. I did buy this on paperback, but then found out that I could get a hold of the hardback, so had to do it. It's quite a short one as well. I'm hoping to maybe get to this one in January, but failing that, definitely February. I'm sort of setting myself up for all these goals that I'm maybe not gonna hit, but I'm gonna try. But yeah, I'm really excited about this one. And I think Shell wants to read that one too, so I think we're gonna buddy read that one. So I need to find out when Shell's gonna read it, and then I'll read too. And then another recommendation by Shell is this one, 6 Tudor Queens by Alison Weir, and this is the first in the series of books, and it's Catherine of Aragon, the true queen. So I love history to a point. I don't play very well with historical fiction. I'm not great with it, but when I was younger I loved kind of Henry VIII and Elizabethan times and Tudor times, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna buy the first one. I'll see how I get on. I might really like it. If I do, I'll read all the other wives books. I'm actually most excited about Anne Boleyn. I think because I seem to know more about her out of the wives than anybody else. I'm not sure why. It just seems to have been that I gravitated towards her. So I am very excited to read these. I think we're going to buddy read it as well because there's a few of us that want to read it. It's a fair size. It's 613 pages. I kind of average books about 350 pages, but yeah, we'll just have to see how I get on. If I'm buddy reading it, it should be a bit easier, but if I struggle, if it's like very historical fiction-y and I struggle with it, it'll probably take me a really long time to read because historical fiction and classics are very hard for me. I wish I could read them, but I try and they're just so hard. But yeah, anyway, so I am very excited for this. I'm not sure when we're reading it, but I think I'm going to do a reading vlog when I do read it. So if I am struggling, you guys can see me struggle with it. But not just that, I feel that if I do it in a reading vlog, then I know that I'll definitely finish it. And you guys will help push me to finish it and give me the support that I need. And that's the kind of kick up the backside that I need sometimes when it comes to reading. So yes, thank you so much for watching. That was my first book haul in 6 years. And I have very different reading tastes to what I did 6 years ago, that's for sure. So I'm very excited to get reading some of these because I've not read any of them yet. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I hope you have a lovely day and I'll see you for my next video. Have a nice day.